Guys, it's your girl Amanda Panda.
I'm the comfort.
And I want to send a big shout out to North Carolina. My boy GSO, it's your girl. Best host in Nassau. Hitting it up here, guys.
Coming to you, man. JG came through and blessed us. I got a shout out to Stephanie. Hey, Steph. How you doing? What's good with you? I got a shout out to Irie Child. We heard the track. The Rain Joint is fire. Do It All. Salute to that name, bro. Do It All, DJ Rio and Star. Shout out to everyone tuning in. GsoTv. NC. We in the island now. And yo, I sent in JG with mad island vibes and accents and slang for you guys. So you know what it is, man. More entertainment is on Morning 4. Welcome back, baby. At Hard Press Studios. It's another episode of GsoTv. And it's nothing new. We got none other than rapper G.Santana in the building with us today, man. The Sandman himself.
Come on now, say that shit.
you know, stranger.
Yeah, bro.
To GsoTv.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, man. Glad you can make it, man. First and foremost.
Nah, man. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Indeed.
So, man, it's been a long time. It's been like a couple years, like two and a half, 3 years.
Yeah,
so.
we overdue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like this cat right here, y'all, you know, I feel like I met this man like right when his career, you know what I'm saying, was like just about to take off. Like the timing was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because I think, well, first I saw you do this show at China.
Which show at China's?
I think it was like a Eddie Ruber joint. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know who you were at the time. I think I might have interviewed you that night. But then I saw you at A&T.
Facts.
You know, and then that's when you got up with the teacher.
Facts.
You know, KRS-One.
Shout out to Teach.
Yes.
Shout out to OG.
Yes, indeed. And then that's when you went traveling all around the world, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing. So, you know, it's just been like awesome just to see, you know what I'm saying, your growth. You know, and all your achievements, you know, since that time.
Thank you, man. That shit means a lot.
Indeed.
I can't curse on here, can I?
No, I try not to curse.
Okay.
But some people might not know you, G. You know what I'm saying? I know you well known. I know you well traveled across the globe. But some people might not know who you are. So for the viewers that might be viewing in and might not know who you are, tell the people who you are and what you're doing, what we got going on.
Man, so first of all, my name is G.Santana, rapper out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Here, GSO, definitely. Man, I'm just a guy who just loves dope rhymes. Man, if I could just give y'all a little backstory of who I am. First of all, my name is Jalal, right? But the Santana, the G.Santana, came from me being in high school. And it was just a name that I thought was super suave and super fuego, super hot, you know? And it was just something I could attach myself to, but mostly because of the artist Carlos Santana. You know, the person playing plays the guitar. And like, I just was like, man, that's a saucy name. So attach that to myself. I've always rapped. Like, and that's the thing, like I used to rap like when I was like 6, 7 years old, literally freestyling on like small boom boxes. Like they were literally like half the size of this TV here, right? But freestyling legitimately on stuff like that. So that was the early part. Started playing sports, still freestyling, but I kind of like lost that art of like that kind of like thing for rapping, freestyling, just the stuff like that. Also used to sing. I don't even think you knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was my thing. Come on, man. Like I actually like singing was what people knew me for, and rapping was like that low-key gift.
Okay.
I used to sing choruses and graduations, but I was just always nice at rapping. So after years, I started rapping, went to A&T. Shout out to Aggies, you know what I mean? Shout out to A&T. And at the time, there was a lot of battle rappers on campus, and for me, it was a dope way for me to get some rhymes out, and I just started getting back into rapping myself. Like I was finding myself writing again, so I fell back in love with writing. And of course it led to the freestyling again, led to the rapping and battling on campus. So that just got me motivated. So eventually ended up meeting the OG KRS-One back in 2016 over on campus, over on A&T's campus, and freestyled for him on campus. Went to his show, that's my way backstage. Actually, I didn't even freestyle behind the stage, but freestyle during that show. Made myself known, like, man, look, I'm an MC. And MC, like, I'm a rapper, but like, my culture, we recognize the MC first, the way we interact with the crowd, the culture first, all of that. So I presented that to him and he peeped it. And one thing about energy is like, you can't ignore energy. And he peeped the energy and he saw the talent as well. So gave me that chance. But a lot of people don't know that first chance wasn't going overseas. We had to do a show in Florida. On the way to Florida, car breaking down, like, how many times did we break? Like 10, and more than that. I know that for a fact. Get hit by a truck on the way, like I'm talking like, it looks like Godzilla scraped the side of our Honda or whatever car we had out. Like it looked like we almost out on the way there, man. But it was one of those things you said and it was like, yeah, like I'm not religious but I'm spiritual, but it was one of those things where it's like, yo, I can feel the devil trying to stop this. Like it was one of those things where it's like, how does this happen? How does this happen on this day out of all days, 365 days a year? So boom, did that show. No music, no flash drive. All I got is my beatbox and my rhymes. So I'm rapping, freestyling, the crowd in Orlando's rocking with me. And I'm saying some things to where people can like relate to. Like one thing I keep with a lot of my shows is when I go out now, I try to, especially if it's a different city, I try to talk about certain things in that city. And it'll touch people. So like with it being in Orlando at the time, the white was still with the magic. So it was a lot of puns on the white and the magic in Orlando. And it was a lot of stuff like that. So got with the crowd and rock with that. That took off, the music with him took off, and it was funny because working with KRS-One was like, it was more of a learning experience. A lot of people over the years have asked me like, oh my gosh, like, you know, this is what it took for you to get on or whatever. Nah, it more taught me how to be more of a better artist. Mm-hmm. And like how to take the craft more serious, how to take your health serious, especially when you're doing a lot of shows like that. You can't eat a lot of junk food, you can't really eat unhealthy like that. Almost need to eat like a pescatarian, like pretty much, you know. But things like that, things of that nature. I come back home, do some shows, go back out there by myself. A lot of people don't know that. I ended up living in Liverpool with them actually for a little while. Did some shows, kind of found more of myself, and I come back, see myself more as an artist, and boom, the music started to kind of take roll. So now with NC, I'm back in NC, I'm back in Greensboro trying to figure things out, dropped my first ever EP, it was called Sandman the EP, you know, it was a, appreciate you for that too. It was a dope project, but like for me, like I was telling you earlier, I felt super stagnant. So with that project leading on to another project called the New True School Playlist, which is just a compilation of freestyles, remixes, singles, new songs, I kind of found myself stagnant again. This time I'm in Atlanta though, after leaving here. And then after leaving, living in the UK and all of that, you know. So for me, it ends up becoming more of a musical experience over these last 3 years. So you ask, who is G.Santana? I say all that to say G.Santana, like I said earlier, is a rapper, an MC, an entrepreneur, a hustler, a businessman, but I'm also hip hop. And like, I'm not like, oh, like hip hop. Like I love hip hop, but I mean like I'm all eras of hip hop, true school, new school, golden era, all of that. Diamond era, some people want to call or kind of claim that, you know. So yeah, that's what I am. And I'm Greensboro. I'm East Coast too, you know. So
GSO, you know? Yeah. GSO family. You know, man? That's a beautiful thing though, man. You know, like I said, we've seen your growth. So some of the people, you know, still getting to know G.Santana. Mm-hmm. Tell us, you know, because I know you're deep in the culture, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know G.Santana's top 5 MCs all time, no particular order.
You always do this to me, man. No, all right, you said top 5 MCs, because we could do MCs and we could do rappers, because
MC.
Okay, my top 5 MCs. No order, right?
No particular.
Okay, KRS-One for sure. I throw Kendrick Lamar in there.
Okay.
A lot of people are gonna kill me for this, cause this is a dude I'm like, yeah, he's an MC, and it's just cause I rap him hard. Travis Scott.
Okay.
For real. And he's not even one of my, like, I rock with Travis, he's not even one of my favorite rappers, but after I've looked into him, there's certain things I'm like, oh, that's an MC. That's 3 right there. I gotta be careful with this, cause somebody gonna snipe me down, man.
Hard, man, it's hard.
Nah, it's super tough. I didn't say Hov, did I?
No.
I didn't say Jay-Z. Yeah,
No.
definitely Jay-Z. And it's so hard. I'm gonna tell you why it's hard, because usually with my MC list, and it's not even no riding stuff, I usually just say KRS 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's just because that's my teacher. And that's because when it comes to like the MC stuff, like it's, but you know what, I'll throw Snoop Dogg in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is that 5 right there?
That's
I think
5.
that's 5, yeah.
Okay.
That's 5.
Yeah, that's an interesting list.
Yeah.
Well, let's go further with it.
Okay.
Top 5 MCs, rappers, whatever.
Me. This is me, right?
This is local.
Oh, local, here. MCs, rappers. We talking Greensboro or we talking?
We talking Greensboro.
We talking Greensboro. Oh man, okay. I'm definitely, for no order, but I'm throwing G.Santana in there. I'm throwing myself in there.
Gotcha.
I gotta throw, and this is no cap, I gotta throw Lil Malik in there. I gotta throw Jarrell Moore in there, and he just don't get out like that.
Okay.
I don't know if you know him, but I gotta throw him in there. Rappers wise, for Greensboro, it's really, I know of a lot, but it's like you gotta be real careful when you say names.
You do, I know you.
Oh, definitely Eddie Ruger. I would have slipped if I didn't say that shit. Excuse me on that. Ooh, this is tough, man. The 5th person I'm gonna say is Jalal Myers.
Indeed. That's what's up. Well, you're here today.
Yeah.
You got a new project. You got it out, right?
Yeah.
Let's hear. Tell us a little bit about the new project. You know what I'm saying? Let us know all the information about that.
I'm gonna show y'all a flyer real fast, but flyer's cool. This is called the Rebirth, but something that looks way better. This is my first official album. It's called the Rebirth. You can check that out.
Oh, I appreciate that.
It's my first ever official album. Something that took a year and a half, almost 2 years of working, and it's, when I mean working, I don't mean just in the studio. I mean like even like brainstorming. Mm-hmm. With me being a natural freestyler, everything is formulated in the freestyle form. So even when I'm writing bars or notes, it's here and then you got a huge gap, certain things like that. Right. So a year and a half of brainstorming, preparation, saving money, spending money. I put about at least $4,000, at least $4,000 into the music in totality. About a year and a half, like I said, 2 years of it. So it's called the Rebirth because, like I told everybody earlier, and like I told you earlier, when I had moved to Atlanta, truthfully, I moved to Georgia because I was homeless. Truthfully, when I came back to the States, I was still young. I was living with my mother. She moved. I was staying with homies. And me as a man, I had the money to stay in hotels. It was like, I could stay in a hotel, but I'm smart. I'm like, if I consistently stay in a La Quinta, whatever, $80 a night or whatever, I got it. But how am I gonna get that money back in 2 weeks? Truthfully, how am I gonna get all that money back in 2 weeks? So for me, moved to Atlanta, and I'm sitting there like, all right, I gotta do something. Because I'm here, I'm only here because I need to get money. So I'm like reinventing myself. I take a step back, I look at certain situations in my life as a man and as an artist, realizing certain relationships have fallen off or are falling off because of me. family situations, all of that. So I locked myself in the studio, consistently spent as much money as I could and just got all my thoughts out. But also try to remember me as an artist before I was a rapper. And like I have to kind of, I don't mean to separate it, but like when I strictly was like, oh, I'm about to be this MC, like back when I was like 21, I was like, I'm about to be this MC type stuff. There's nothing wrong with it, but I kind of put myself in a box. So I took myself outside that box and I thought outside the box and I started making things. So like, even if you peep, dang, with this artwork, you can't even tell, but if you look super close, it's cartoonized. And if you can't tell on here, you can tell on like the on here, or you can tell on online. But it's cartoonized, but the picture itself, of course, was taken. It was actually taken by her. Okay. Right? So the music concept, I'm sitting here more of like, how can I, people know I rap, but how can I still show people I can rap but make music that people can ride to? So I sit down and I formulate, I'm like, okay, let me do legitimate choruses and or hooks and bridges and verses and features and interludes. There were songs that didn't even make the album, that's how much I recorded for this. So with that working, I ended up coming back here. But with me coming back here, all the music was still in Atlanta. So I come back here mostly because, like I said, I didn't plan on living in Atlanta. I've always planned on making it here, living here. So I come back, but I kind of lost my place again. Like I said, my music's down there, all of that. So eventually end up going back down to Georgia, working out some new music, getting the music mixed and mastered. It still takes a little process, but then it finally comes together and it just comes out to this amazing project. If you haven't heard it, definitely look up G.Santana, the Rebirth. I'm not boosting it just because it's my album, but like, it's great music. Over the last few years, I've studied 60s, 70s, and 80s, R&B, soul, funk, R&B, soul, and funk. And it definitely like attributed towards this album right here. If you, like I said, if you love music, you'll be able to tell just based on little things you can hear in the album. It's amazing.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So like, if I put the joint in, what kind of feel, what kind of vibe should we expect to get out of this album?
It's a feel-good vibe. It's a riding vibe. Funny, initially it was gonna be called Airplane Mode. Okay. Because I was planning this, people I was brainstorming for years. I was planning this while I made my first project, the G.Santana joint, when I was touring with KRS-One. And I was always like, man, I want to make an album or a project or an EP or something to where if you're on an airplane, you can enjoy it from top to bottom. And my thing with being on an airplane, for some of y'all who may have not been on an airplane before, but you take off and it's like the excitement. It's like, all right, we get ready to go in the air. And then you're finally in the air and you're like, all right, cool. You lay back and let me get a drink, let me get some snacks, And then you chill and you go to sleep. Right. And then you wake up and it's like, all right, I'm getting to my destination. That excitement builds back up. That's what I was brainstorming. I was like, okay, airplane mode, boom. So it's good traveling music. If you're on a road trip, if you have a 30-minute commute, because it's a 30-minute album, literally. It's 12 tracks, but it's 30 minutes, so it's like, pooh, it's perfect. But if you got to commute anywhere, it's good riding music. If you like the vibe, if you like to smoke some, if you like to drink, if you just like to just chill and just have good vibes, this is for you. This album is like definitely for you.
Okay. So tell us, what are your top 3 tracks of the album? Like, what are the go-tos?
The top 3 tracks, the go-tos. Track number 2, it's called The Life We Want. Hold Up, you can go ahead and check that out, yeah. I'll explain each one after, I'll explain each one. The Life We Want, Hold Up is pretty much a song about saying, is this the life that we want? Are we willing to take these chances, take these risks to become who we really want to be? And realize I said take these chances and risks to become who we really want to be. Because nowadays we can see something as one direction and be like, this is how we're supposed to be, but it's because we're being it's almost like we're not being forced, but we're being shown through social media of like, this is how life's supposed to be. No, choose your life. Is this the life that we want? Is this the life that we chase? Are we just running towards the money? Come on, keep up the pace. I found my flow up in this game. The people saying that I change. What's the purpose of staying the same when you're trying to change up your ways? That's the hook, right? So that's a dope track, but it's also the hook is kind of conscious with an auto-tune twist, but the song itself is a bounce track. It's something that can be played in a strip club or any club. Like, it's just fire. This isn't in order either. Another track that I really dig is it's called Keep It Funky. That is the 5th track. Yep. It has a sample with KRS-One in it. I dig it. It's produced by K-Prime, the Jagger. He actually also produced The Life You Want also. Crazy enough, and that's also KRS-One's son. Dope producer, dope DJ, all of that. Dope artist overall. And that song right there, it's actually, capping is just pretty much a term for just being fake and just flexing and just not being authentic, right? So I was saying these people fake so much, cap so much, the knee don't make a statement that I would get on the knee if you just, but it's also the real life bars I spit in it as well. You know, I talk about, you know, not being a pilgrim, you know, not trashing my culture without selling my soul, or while I do new flows and cram my brain in the studio whether day or night, seeing my destiny within my reach and yes, bright. I went from rapping on campus to shows named MIA, to meeting legends and rapping outside the USA, to coming home and losing sight of what I always had. Now I'm reborn and there's nothing to do to stop this man. Like stuff like that. But for me, like I've always felt my lyrics, but now like I really feel my lyrics. Like a lot of the things I've rapped have come to fruition, both positively and negative. And I'm always a proponent of like, whatever you put in the air is gonna happen. If you say it, it's gonna happen. You know, they call it spelling because it's a spell. So you gotta be careful what you say and how you say it. So a lot of the downfalls in my career I called before it happened, but I knew if I called it, I could figure out a way to prevent it from ever happening again. That's why they say L is the worst thing you can take, but it's the best thing that can low-key happen because you learn more from your losses than you do from your wins. When you win, you sit back, you cool, or you can still observe the situation. But when you lose, you're like, man, I'm making sure I never do that again. Right? I'm making sure I never do that. So with that whole song, that the verses, even the way I took off part of the song and put it at the beginning so that you can hear what I'm saying. So it's like, oh, like this man's saying something, you know? So it's dope, man. Dope music. Those are my top 3/4 favorite songs off the album.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, I definitely can't wait to check it out. Yeah. Anybody viewing out there, tell people one more time where they can, either get a physical copy or check it out online.
Word. So check. You could get a physical copy at my website. My website is pretty complex to spell, so I'm not gonna say it. However, if you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me on Twitter, it's G.Santana _music. I have my music everywhere, but even still, if you just type in G.Santana and for the S, it's really just like the shirt. For the S, if you just make sure you put a $ for the S, you'll find me, and my music will pop up everywhere. My music's on Apple Music, my music is on Spotify, it's on Tidal, Google Play, Amazon Music, it's everywhere except for SoundCloud. It's on YouTube Music, but not YouTube like the video platform, but if you go on YouTube and you just type in G.Santana, it'll pop up. And like I said, you can order the CD off my website. I have a link for that. It's in my Instagram bio, also my Twitter bio as well. But also if you just message me, I'm always in the city. I'm always able to deliver through direct messages in any way. And like I said, it's just a great album. If you love hip hop, if you love rap, you live in Greensboro, NC hip hop, you recognize NC hip hop, you promote, you support NC hip hop. But like you just love like good music. This joint right here is for you. It is for you. And that's word.
Indeed. G.Santana live in the building with the new album, The Rebirth.
Yeah.
I got a joint on there that I produced. Y'all be sure to check it out, man. Salute to you, man.
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm I'm saying? And the whole movement as always. Got any, so before we get out of here, any shows coming up? Or
Yeah, actually,
people? How you at?
I got several shows coming up. I don't even think I even told you. I'm performing this Friday. Don't want to put the venues out because I don't want to slaughter the name. But this Friday I'm performing in Fayetteville, North Carolina. This upcoming Friday. September 20th, I will be performing here, and this is also actually part of the Carolina Waves tour, also my album tour, the Rebirth tour. So September 20th will be my first show here in Greensboro that I've had in I don't know how long.
Where's that at?
It's at the Artist Block. And then I have the Gate City Cypher September 28th, the Artist Block. And you both gonna be on the same bill.
Oh yeah?
To Live Quality.
Oh yeah.
October 10th. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've been keeping that on the low ski,
Okay,
man.
okay.
I've been trying to, my way with putting shows out there now, I don't want to put too much out there. I want to give people time, but definitely you gotta come to definitely gotta come to one of the new ones.
Okay.
For real.
The Artist Block, that's not around the corner anyway.
Yeah, shout out to Artist Block.
Heck yeah. Hey, you gonna be on the Live Quality?
Yeah, man. We eating, man.
Dr. Bob.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah. I get to rock out with G.Santana and Live Quality the same night. Oh, what's going down?
Come on now, it's hip hop. There's NC in the building. There's East Coast in the building. Come on now.
Yes, indeed. Well, yeah, man. Thanks for coming through.
Nah, no still, bro.
Y'all be sure to check him out, G.Santana, man. You know what I'm saying? The legend, the Sandman.
Yeah.
The new album is out. Do check him out. You know what I'm saying? His GSO family. We got more coming up. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back right after these messages.
You are now watching GSO. You are now watching GSO. Thank you for watching GSO. Thank you for, now watch on. You are now watching GSO. You are now watching GSO. Thank you for watching GSO. Thank you for, come on.